EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. That one complete to Stephon Sullivan. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He was covered by
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Here comes Grant on the return. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
He was brought
at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 36, Carr dancing to his left. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40. Down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run here with Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Ball carrier. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down, setting up the screen for Miller. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
At the 30-yard line.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
And the Jets first down.
We clean it up, baby.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Carr. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Akeem Hicks drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
4th down.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
3-yard pickup.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not in a decision. First place in their division, looking really good. And now look at him go. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
DeAndre Swift. 89 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Well, the game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
21.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Sullivan.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Returnable for Grant. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Swift, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Carr now on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Carr. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're still looking at 0 on the scoreboard, and they're going to be hard-pressed to do anything with this field position as they'll start at their 1-yard line.
This almost feels like you're trying to climb Mount Everest because they can put together a decent drive, get a couple of first downs, maybe a 3rd one, and still not even get to midfield. That's a daunting task for this offense.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Austin Hooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. And you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So now here's Derek Carr leading his guys up to go for 2. They'll try to run with Swift. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points, so that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they've got back to where they want to be, he'll try it out there for the next one.
Matt Bosher set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A quick toss outright. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the hunt.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
56, right there, 56. 56, the mark, boys, 56. Check, 56.
To throw again, Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. It's third down.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive step.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Carrier.
DeAndre Swift. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
47's the mic. 47.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line.
Patriots.
Sets him up nicely. Back up a 14.
7-yard line.
Check. Block 54. Block 54. Let's get it together, defense.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's third and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll run here on third and goal. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Roethlisberger will head to the line as his guys will go for 2. Now Roethlisberger. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
Patriots 8.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Once again, it's Swift. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. operating from the gun. Carr. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets sideline.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
A good pickup there at 22.
The 43-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And a give this time to the tailback. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just said, the 1st down.
From the